Love, light, and blessings. Shamanic and White Priestess here. Happy November 3rd. For those of you in the United States of America, you still have a chance to vote today, so please get out there and vote. This video is a October favorites slash wrap up, but I just wanted to start off the video saying please get out there, rock the vote. We the people have the power to vote. Do not allow anyone to ever suppress your vote. Okay, if you can legally vote and you haven't mailed in your ballots, you can still go to your local voting places, voting polls. They're recommending not to go to the post office, but go to actual voting stations. They should have a box outside where you can directly put your ballot in there. That way you guarantee that your vote will be counted, versus just throwing it in a mailbox. And if there's some type of delays with the mail, in some states they're not counting mail-in ballots if they're received after November 3rd. Some states have said they will, but because they're threatening litigation and all that, just to be on the safe side, put it in your designated mail-in stations. A lot of them are located in your polling poll stations. You can go on the internet and find in your local state where they're accepting these ballots directly, and you can still vote in person if you haven't voted by mail. Okay, that is your public announcement here. Okay guys, and of course practice social distancing, face mask, all that good stuff. All right, now I woke up today really early in the morning. I prayed to my spirits. I think I have all this feelings. So I was like, let me do something fun. The pandemic numbers are rising. There's an election coming up. It's just a lot going on. So client work, everything, and just even the regular everyday stuff. So I was like debating whether I should even do a favorites video, because of everything that's going on. And I'm like, you know what? I love watching favorites videos and I love watching wrap up videos. So I'm like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to show you all the fun things that I enjoyed in October, and things like that. So first thing I wanted to talk about was my fête gede. So October 31st, October 1st, October 2nd, beautiful fête gede with very family members. I was able to do a lot of client rituals, things for myself, all that beautiful stuff. So I did take advantage of that wonderful, beautiful, powerful moon on October 31st. Ended everything yesterday. So I wasn't in communications really for the last 3 days, with very few exceptions. And it was a very beautiful, beautiful ritual. A lot of gratitude. I cried a little bit from emotions and just gratefulness to the spirits. There's just a lot of wonderful things going on. I will share in future videos when everything comes to fruition. But I'm already seeing some beautiful positive changes. Also learned to have boundaries this month, because even though the majority of people I work with are very respectful of my time, I did notice a few people trying to overstep boundaries, and I had to reel it in and be like, hey, I'm uncomfortable. I really don't want to do A, B, C, and D, because I feel like sometimes as spiritual people, as healers, there's a lot of struggle with that sometimes, because you'll have people that don't understand you have a personal life, that you have other clients, time is money, just a lot of factors. There's a lot of factors, especially with a particular person that was trying to get me to do free services. And it's like, hey, if I give you free services, I would have to give everybody else free services. And when my landlord comes and picks up his rent and utilities got to get paid and things like that, I can't just say, hey, let me, live here for free, or let me get a discount on my rent, So, my time is valuable. So I had, some boundaries that I had to kind of say, hey, this is a little bit too much, and cut off some communications there. If you need my services, please purchase them. What else? And so boundaries with that, and just boundaries with just trying to stick to, if it's my day off, really limiting my access, my answering messages, and things like that, because everyone deserves a day off. So I'm trying to stay true to that because remote school has been kicking my butt. I'm still trying to get into the rhythm of remote schooling. Remote schooling has been so challenging. It has just been so challenging. But anyways, getting to my fun stuff. It's been 5 minutes of me just talking. I bought this month. It's a Labradorite. It's probably not showing up good in the camera. It's handmade. It's beautiful. It does have reflections, but you probably can't see it on my cam. I can see them, but I don't know if the lighting is showing. But anyways, it's a Labradorite. I have bought from this purchaser, like this merchant, with my clear quartz and rose quartz and other crystals. I think like all of them. Yeah, all of my necklaces that I use for readings, like my rose quartz, I bought from the same merchant on Amazon, and my amethyst, and like I said, my clear quartz. So yeah, those are the main crystals that I use when I'm reading, that I like to wear around my person. So yeah, I added a new necklace, the Labradorite, because my original Labradorite got lost. I have not been able to find it. As far as incense, I've been burning this month a lot. Good health. I'm not saying it's gonna heal you or anything, but I've been doing a lot of health rituals for my loved ones and myself. Egyptian Jasmine, which I'm almost out of. I've been burning this one when I'm doing readings or meditating. My meditation hem incense smells really good. I've been burning camphor and using camphor in its natural state as well. And the herb of the month that I've been using a lot too is ruda, both in incense stick form and in its actual physical form. So, and I started the month with my blessed incense, but like halfway through it, so that's when I started incorporating other, because I only have like one more box of this, and I'm trying to use frankincense sparingly because I was told it's not as readily available as I thought. And I've been burning resins at least once a week, but I only use like 2 little pebbles, so very sparingly. Like the last bag that I had lasted me over a year, so I try to use it sparingly, like I said, for environmental reasons, you know. So those are my incense. Beautiful scents. Using them a lot for readings, when I'm meditating, things like that. As far as beauty products, I've been using Moisture Milk as I am for my hair. As you can see, like I've used a lot of it. And still using the line of the L'Oreal Leche de Cabra, so goat's milk shampoo. I have the shampoo, conditioner, and the leave-in, and it's been really nice for my hair. I also been burning all the candles that I bought for the stress relief eucalyptus are used. Like this is my last one, and I bought more than one, so I'm planning to go to Bath and Body Works in the future, like soon, get more of these, because I love using this alongside my reading candle. This is my reading candle. It looks crazy. It's not messy in the outside, it just burning weird, but this is the one I'm using for my readings. Yeah, it looks crazy, but and then the other 3 indigo ones, they're gone, so that's why I put that purple one. And I use this one alongside it when I'm doing my readings. I've also been using outside of the eucalyptus this month. I had other ones. So this is a new one, but I used the other guy. I don't have it anymore. It's caramel maple. Caramel maple candle. I love it. And I plan to use this one once the eucalyptus one's over. But I used this one prior to buying the other eucalyptus candles, which have completely burned down. I'm on my last one. I also burned this month the other one of this one, which is I got this one for Dollar Tree. It's the Mysterious Ocean scented candle. It smells like baby powder, actually, not the ocean, but I love it. And I've used this to complement my reading candle. I also been burning a lot of loose incense. This is my 5-ingredient purifier. I don't know if you could. So I've been using this herbal blend. It has a lot of protective herbs in it. My little secret recipe. Ooh, that's too crazy. Sorry about that. Dropping stuff. And putting these crystals in my work, like in my reading candle. Sorry about that. So this is red jasper. As you can see, I've been using them a lot. Sodalite and clear quartz. I've been just felt intuitively to put them in my reading candles. Using a lot of hand sanitizer. My favorite one right now is strawberry pound cake. I got that from Bath and Body Works. My favorite scents of this month have been pink velvet cupcake. I don't know where the top of this went right now. And when I'm not using that, I'm using white pumpkin and chai for scents. So that have been my favorite scents. And speaking of scents, okay, I have been traveling this month as well. Okay, so I've been using because I'm not gonna burn yerba buena or sage or anything in a hotel room or Palo Santo. I've been bringing these guys with me. They come in their regular Florida water bottles, but these are my traveling ones. So we have Florida water here, we have yerba buena, spiritual cologne, and real cologne are the main three that I bring with me when I'm traveling. So this is part of my traveling kit when I'm traveling, along with my holy water, which I have to refill. I have backup holy water because I collect them from the church. And I've also bought some during the quarantine. So, and then talking about clearing and cleansing a lot, which is a theme of this month. It's just been really icky energy for clients, myself. Lots of purification work I've been doing this month. So I've been spraying Go Away Evil in my home and in my space. I love it. It really smells nice and like cinnamon. So I love spraying that after I burn some resin, things like that. So those are my goodies for the month of October, my favorites in that area. And now I'm going to move on to decks. I purchased a lot of decks in the month of October. Okay, so the decks, there's one deck that's not here because I packed it away and I don't feel like packing it, and that's the Halloween Tarot. The Halloween Tarot did absolutely nothing for me in the month of October. I was very disappointed when I purchased it. I just did not want to work with it. I was like forcing myself to do readings with it. It just did not read well for me, but I'm going to save it to see if next autumn maybe I'll connect with it better. So it wasn't anything inspiring. I also purchased within the same time the book by Yoshi, and I'm not going to try to even pronounce the last name, and it's Beneath the Moon, Fairy Tales, Myth, and Divine Stories from Around the World. And I bought it because I wanted to learn further about the myths and stories on this tarot deck. the Tarot of the Divine. And I did use this one for my weekly readings. Okay, for like the I don't know, like for 2 readings, I believe, like. And then I also did some personal readings. As you can see, I actually did use this deck. I have to fix it because it has like a bow. I could fix it by shuffling it. Hold on, I can fix this bow. The rest is not cute. But like I said, you could tell I used it. Anyways, kind of fixed it, but kind of not. Anyways, it has like a bow, so it's a great shuffler. But anyways, so this is the Tarot of the Divine. It's gorgeous. I love the artwork. I love the linen cardstock. At first I was like a little disappointed because I had bought it for professional readings, but this deck just doesn't read that way for me. So I ended up using this deck for personal readings and journaling, and guess what, it works beautifully for that. So this is definitely a deck that I want to continue to use for study purposes and for readings for myself and journaling. The backs are gorgeous. So definitely, despite the fact that this was a impulsive purchase, completely do not regret getting it. Love the diversity in it. I'm not saying you cannot read professionally with it. Just for me personally, it just wasn't that vibe for me. Great guidebook. I've never actually looked at the guidebook, but looks good. I did read the storybook, and I love just the packaging. And I paid, I think, $13 for mine, so I barely paid anything for my copy. So I was highly happy about that. Another deck that I recently added to my collection is the True Heart Intuitive Tarot by Rachel True. Okay, completely love this deck. Okay, this deck is a complete favorite. Alright guys, so I had to pause the video because my phone kept going off, so I put it on Do Not Disturb. Happens to me all the time. So the Tarot of the Divine, like I said before, is a recently new deck, and then the True Heart Intuitive Tarot, and I showed you guys the box set, how it looks. This is the actual deck itself. And I put it back in order because I was using it in the month of October for client readings. Right out of the box, I read myself with it. I did some test readings on my daughter, and things like that on myself, and then I started using it for client reads, and it just reads gorgeous. I mean, everyone was so pleased with their reading, and I'm not saying a deck does that for you, but just I connect with it in that way that it speaks to me. So definitely I'm so happy because this deck is diverse, is racially diverse, which I love. The artwork speaks to me, and just the overall energy of this deck. It has a lot of bad reviews about the cardstock. I have no issues with this cardstock. It's nice and flexible. I do plan on getting a backup copy of this deck though. Yeah. So I wasn't crazy about like the packaging and stuff like that. But like the pros for me with this deck far outweigh the cons. So I love it. It reads beautifully for me. These are the backs of the cards. And again, I love them. Even though I'm an earth sign, I love the Queen of Swords. Like, I relate a lot to the Queen of Swords. And look how gorgeous she is. Another card that I see myself in is, where is it? Because I love the Empress card, but in this deck I don't really see myself in that one. Another card that I love, where is she? Is, I love the Nine of Pentacles in this deck, and I love the Ten of this, where they're racially ambiguous. Okay, because it's all about like generational wealth and things like that. That's how I see also the Ten of Pentacles, and I love that it doesn't have any race assigned to that. So yeah, I love this deck. The True Heart Intuitive Tarot is a beautiful, wonderful deck. I really enjoyed working with it in the month of October. I also worked with, in the month of October, this deck, which I purchased from Mary Faroon. This is a 1980s plaid back. I had a modern one that they put Pixie's original like her calligraphy back in it. However, once I got this deck, I started using it from the first day I got it from her. It has since been reordered because that's what I do when I put a deck away until I use it again. But the readings with this deck, gorgeous, beautiful, marvelous, love it. Love the cardstock, love the muted colors. It has really given me a love for the plaid backs, which I had recently when they put her original writing, but this uneven cut of the sides, the imperfections in this deck, just everything about this deck I completely love. So thank you so much, Mary, for selling this deck to me, because I love it. It is a working deck for sure, for sure. Speaking of working decks, another deck that I've recently added to my working decks and my collection is the, and this is a Los Caribo deck, is the Art Nouveau, the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. There you go. I've seen the backs of these decks in a lot of the Pick-a-Pile or reading channels or things like that, and other YouTubers channels, but I never knew the name of the deck. I finally found it through Amazon, and I'm completely happy to have this deck. Okay, it is gorgeous. I love the artwork. I love the gold in the background, and I have not stopped using this deck for client readings since I've gotten it. So I'm just completely so happy with my 3 new working decks that I have been able to add to my professional readings collection. Like, I just love using this deck for readings, and the backs are one of the reasons why I wanted this deck, and I love it. Okay, I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Next, I added the Gypsy Oracle to my collection. Very unfortunate name, of course. This deck came messed up, as I said before, and I ended up edging it. Usually don't edge my decks, but this one needed it because it was chipped and it was used. Amazon apologized and gave me a refund because I just didn't feel like mailing it back, and like, I'm trying not to go out a lot. So so when they gave me a refund, I went and purchased a Kipper deck, and then I told them I would just fix the deck. So this is the backs, and I did end up using this deck, and I love it to death. I'm using it for client readings, and I love it. I don't use it all the time, just when I feel drawn to, when the spirits and my spirit guides are like, you know, pull this one out. But, you know, mainly I use tarot. But when I feel like some people pull oracles for clarifiers, something like that, I'll use this one for that. I've been drawn to use this one for client reads, to complement a reading on occasion. When I'm not pulling that, I am pulling this next oracle deck that I've been working with, which is the Energy Oracle. And this one I also pull occasionally to complement a reading. Not always, but there are times that I'm just drawn to pull out an extra card. I'm trying not to get the glare there, but okay, some of these are so like, yeah, anyways, these are the gorgeous backs, and I love this deck. So yeah, just really great readings with it. So yeah, those are my working decks for October of 2020. And I recently added also, this one I haven't even told you guys about because I haven't been posting videos, but the other two decks that I purchased from Mary Faroon are the Albino Weight and the Universal Weight. I haven't used these yet. I do plan to use them in the future, just haven't used them yet. I also purchased the Tripping Weight. I wanted to make this a working deck, which I can work with it, but for some reason, like, I just want to work with it with myself for now. It feels like a very spring deck, so I look forward. I did some readings, very beautiful readings this month with it for personal readings. I do plan on doing professional readings with this one in the spring. It just feels very springy to me. So I did do some personal readings and things like that, and I plan to use this again for professional readings in the spring. So completely love this deck. Did a lot of personal readings with it since I've gotten it, and journaling and things like that. Like, it's just gorgeous. And this one does have some racial diversity, which I do love. Let me see if I can show you. There's more than one example, but okay, let's see. I want to show you a particular card like this. See, there are some melanated people in this Rider-Waite deck. So, and I got this from Tarot Collectibles. So this is an indie deck. So tarotcollectibles.com is where I got this deck from. And the shipping was beautiful and excellent. So www.tarotcollectibles.com. Okay, and they have other really cool Rider-Waite Smith clones. Okay, so that's my Tripping Weight, which I completely love and so happy that I added to my tarot collection this month. This one was the deck that I purchased because the other one was messed up, and I got a guidebook that I purchased separately for reading the Kipper. I do read these intuitively, but I did want some academic knowledge to them. So unlike the Gypsy Oracle that has 52 cards, this one I believe has 36. So it's very La Normandy. So I do use this for personal readings. I love this deck. I am studying the system of Kipper, and I love it. It just does something to just psychically speaks to me, but I'm also enjoying learning to, you know, the system as well. This version is gorgeous. I just am not attracted or have ever connected with any of Marchetti's decks. So this Kipper has really been a godsend for me. Like, I completely love it. These are the backs. Just gorgeous. So that is the Kipper deck. I'm trying to make sure this does not come with a guidebook or anything like that. So you do have to purchase the guidebook separately. And that's the Gypsy Oracle, and that's the name of the creator. Completely love it. And things like that. These are the two guidebooks that I've actually been reading. The Gypsy Oracle Cards Handbook. I've actually been using this, even though I can read these cards right out the box. I do like knowing other meanings, alternative meanings, digging deeper. I've actually enjoyed this guidebook. It's by Jacqueline Murray. Doesn't have the greatest review on Amazon. I disagree with the reviews. I like it. Then we have the Art of Kipper, and I actually like this guidebook as well. The person style is very Lenormandy from the Lenormand guidebooks that I've gotten. So very like, this is what it is. This one has a bunch of meanings, so I love them. Okay, so this is the Kipper book by the same creator of the cards. Okay, the Art of Kipper, and then the Gypsy Oracle book. Put that there. I had a dream this month with Marseille, not Marcel, to work with the deck. I had a dream that I went into this house, and one of my spirit guides, who was a African woman, and my native spirit guide. I'm laughing not because of that, just because of the history with French and Haiti. I found it like weird, like, why am I working with a Marseille deck? She had pieces of Marseille like displayed on the walls, and was interpreting the meanings of the cards for me. Okay, and so I thought this was a usable version because I saw it said limited edition. I wanted it. This is actually can't be used because it doesn't have any finish on it, so shuffling the cards will actually mess it up. It is a limited printing, so it's a remake of the original version, but you can't shuffle it. So this is literally for collection, like collecting only, pretty much. So I was sad. I love that I have it because it looks very much like the cards of my dream, but sad that I can't use it, okay? Because I do love this, like, imperfection of it. It looks very old and ancient. So I'm going to keep this for collection purposes because it is limited edition. I can't use it for readings. These are the backs. So I'm going to use these for study purposes and things like that. Because Marseille, I have my own way of reading it. But I do want to study it academically as well. So I ended up, by a recommendation of a great friend, getting the Cbd Tarot de Marseille. And this is the person that created the deck. And haven't used it yet. Haven't even shuffled it yet. Did look through the cards, so it has like a little, you know, guidebook, whatever the case may be. Little, but I'm excited. These are the backs, which I actually do like. I'm excited to work with this one. So I did go through the cards and everything like that. Reason why I love this art style, because it reminds me of the art style of playing decks with the court cards and stuff. So it is beautiful. My nails are atrocious. Like, very disappointed in the way that my nails got ruined when I did them. It was the same manicurist, but I just feel like she didn't do a good job this time around because my thumbs are peeling. This is supposed to be gel nail polish, and they did not last like they're supposed to for 2 or 3 weeks. So that kind of is very disappointing. So I might be getting a new manicurist, or telling her that she didn't do such a great job last time. But she did such a great job the time before that, so it's really sad. But anyways, getting back to the video. So I'm loving this. Look forward to working with this Marseille deck and studying it academically, just trying to find the right guidebook. Okay. And speaking of guidebooks, so like I had said previously that I studied tarot with a book that's out of print, is why I don't talk about it. So I was trying to find other books. Because I learned on one, like I studied on one book. It's the same book I've been using for years. I'm not big on like collecting a bunch of books. Like I have one book for Kipper. I'm not planning to buy any more. If I find a good guidebook, I stick with one guidebook. And I'll just keep studying it over and over again, that kind of thing. That's why I'm going to plan to get just one Marseille book. Because my approach to reading is very psychically, very metaphysical, very out there. But I still like to have academic background. I was going to say something, I forget. Oh, the 78 degrees of wisdom. I love the symbology book. I do like that one if you want to just get some basic knowledge of symbology and tarot, or read symbology intuitive. I like that book. I'm going to show you the two books. So I love this book. As you can see, I did read some of it already. And this is the Ultimate Guide to the Rider-Waite. Not for like, I feel like you should get another book outside of this if you're trying to just learn tarot. But it's a good one because of how it breaks down the symbols. So that's why I like it. So I like this one. This one, I know a lot of people swear by this one. To me, it's just too much blah, blah, blah. Like 78 degrees of wisdom. Like, I'm going to be honest, it wasn't really my cup of tea. It goes on and on and on and on, and I just feel like when somebody's first learning, you should give like the basic meanings. This one, it's like those Oracle decks. That's why a lot of times I don't read Oracle guidebooks, because they'll be like 10 pages for just one card. And I feel like for me, I lose attention quickly. Like, I don't like an author to go on so much. I feel like just get to the point of what the cards mean. You can talk about it, but it just goes on, where I just found myself skimming a lot through the book. It was too wordy personally for me. I know that there's people that like this book. For me personally, I did not. The book that I learned on kind of got to the point. So I don't know, but that's just me personally. So for me personally, I stopped reading the book. I got up to the world card, so page 138, and I just, maybe later on I'll read it and maybe I'll change my mind, but for me personally, I don't see myself picking this book up. I'm gonna still keep it in my collection, like I said, and maybe try to revisit the book, but it just, like, I didn't look forward to reading it, if I'm being perfectly honest. Like, I just didn't look forward to reading it with it. So yeah, so I think that's it for October wrap up. I have an allergy, so I'm not digging, just in case like somebody's like, you're digging in your nose. No, I went like this because I have allergies. Like, my face feels like so itchy. I just took like 2 allergy pills. Like, I don't know what it is, but allergies. I don't know. Like, I don't get allergies in the fall. I just been feeling like that. But all right, guys, much love, much light, much blessings. The next time we talk, okay, the next time I make a video, we might know who our next president is. So lots of big changes in the next time we chat. So I'm going to be working tonight. Yeah. So this morning I'm dedicating to getting people out to the polls that haven't been able to vote, or helping people drop off their ballots. So I'm going to be doing my civic duty and helping loved ones get into their polls. And yeah, so I'm going to be doing some community work today. But much love, much light, much blessings. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Until the next video. Bye.